It's Wednesday, November 19th. 20. You good? Corbin's over here making the weirdest face at me. Okay.
It's just clothes on me.
Okay, anyway. Wednesday, November 19th, 2025. I'm getting ready for work. It's going to be somewhat of a busy day because I got to work both my jobs today. Excuse me. Sorry. Anyway. Yeah, I've been thinking about trying to plan a get together with some of my friends from high school. But I don't know logistically how to make that happen. So I don't know if it's actually going to happen. It might just be one of those things that it's a nice idea and it doesn't ever come to fruition, but who knows. I just drank some protein yogurt, like literally a minute ago. And it like coated my throat weird or something. I'm wearing one of my favorite black dresses, but this time I decided to put this silvery thing over top of it. But it keeps kind of riding up, so I'm not sure if that really goes with it. It's more to just like keep something on my arms because it is quite chilly. Although these leggings I got, these fleece line leggings, I bought a 3-pack and I wore one yesterday and it kept me so nice and warm outside. Both when I was walking to work and when I was walking later in the evening with a friend of mine. Ellie lost a tooth last night, one of her baby teeth. One of her grown-up teeth had come up behind it, but she didn't want to wiggle her tooth at all, and then it was just like dangling there. I was like, this has to come out, and she was not happy about it. She kicked me pretty hard when I tried to help her. Finally, I got a string around it, and the tooth popped up like super easily, but she was really upset with me. Today, she seems okay though. I hate that, you know, when as a parent you have to do something that your kid definitely doesn't want, but you still have to do it. Like all the times I had to hold Tilk down for medical procedures or IVs, you know, stuff like that. I'd cry and I felt like a jerk and I felt like the bad guy. But it had to be done, you know. I just this morning I woke up at 5. My alarm doesn't go off till 6. I woke up at 5 and I was gonna get out of bed and Rob just kind of wrapped his arms around me. He's like, no, stay. So I did. I stayed and I just laid in his arms for another hour. I did sort of fall asleep too. But it was nice. It was so nice to start out the day with some snuggles. I'll tell you what, things have gotten so much better between us. so much better than it used to be, and it's so nice. It's funny because there was a time that I didn't think that we could fall in love again. I didn't think that we could be in this place again. And now we are, and it's so beautiful. Oh, my alarm's going off. It's Wednesday, so I have to take up the trash, so I have an alarm on my phone to remind me. I don't know what color I want to use. Some of the colors that I have are, they look like one thing in the pan and then they're different when you actually put them on. And it like changes the look you thought you were going for. So I'm like, oh, which blue is actually blue, you know? I bought some new wigs. They're not here yet. Timo was having a Black Friday sale, and some of the wigs that I had saved in my cart went from like $20 down to $9. I'm sorry about the coffee. My throat just like, I feel like I need something to drink. I always keep that water bottle close by. It's the one that my son Robbie gave me when he was in basic. He ordered everything that he could with his picture on it because he knew I'd want it. Isn't that cute? And then, so Dylan works at a school, and they did pictures for the yearbook and the school ID, and he said he was just gonna throw them out, and then he remembered that I would want them, so he brought them home to me. He's got his Culver's hat on because at the time he was also managing Culver's. Culver's did him dirty, let me tell you what. He was the night manager, and when he was hired, it was with the understanding that he worked at the school and he could not be there during certain hours. Well, they started moving the management meetings to like 8 a.m. He couldn't attend that. They knew he couldn't attend that. For one thing, why would you expect your night employees to show up during the day and then still show up at night for work? Are people not allowed to sleep? But anyway, that's what they did. They started doing that. And then corporate was like, oh, he's not at these management meetings. So they decided to demote him. Basically, they told him, today's the last day you're getting paid this amount of money, but we want you to do the same job and replace and train your replacement. And we want to demote you to regular worker, which would like cut his pay almost in half. You good, bud? Okie dokie. He'd lose his management bonus and everything. They still wanted him to do the same job. Anyway, they handed him a paper saying that he was being written up for poor performance because he couldn't come to the morning meetings that they knew he wouldn't be able to come to when they hired him. And they're like, sign this and you get paid at the lower rate starting tomorrow. Dylan panicked and he called me. He's like, what do I do? And I said, I would walk out. That's not okay. They can't do that to you. So that's what he did. He quit. But unfortunately, he did sign the paper before he walked out, which I was like, why did you do that? He's like, I don't know. So, I don't know. I don't know what that means. But apparently the other managers, including the general manager, were really upset because they didn't know this was going to happen, and now they're short-staffed. I was like, well, corporate can suck it. Honestly, it makes me never want to eat at Culver's again. I don't understand how they can get away with that. One time, a place that my husband worked for did that to him. They hired somebody that was getting paid more and expected him to train his replacement. It was awful. Oh, that's looking way more green than I wanted it. I'm stuck with it now unless I want to redo the whole thing. I think I used the wrong color. But anyway, I told Dylan that, you know, he's got his other job that's full-time. Maybe don't work himself into the ground for a while. But one nice thing is that means that all of us are going to be off of work for Thanksgiving. He was going to have to work Thanksgiving because Culver stays open. And my boys are they're handling cooking Thanksgiving this year. And speaking of cooking, yesterday morning, Robbie surprised me with making eggs and toast for breakfast. And then at lunchtime, when I came home from work, he was making another egg dish. It was so good. It was like tater tots and ham and eggs, and it was insanely good. He put like maple syrup in it, and I have no idea what seasonings he used, but it was so good. It was sweet, it was salty, it was like perfectly balanced. And then Ronan made dinner. He made curry with homemade naan bread, and it was so unbelievably good. Let me tell you what. My boys are really good cooks. I love how they took what I taught them and elevated it into something else, something better. I've never understood people that get jealous of their kids when their kids take a skill and like improve on it. Because isn't that the point? You know? I feel like I got an eyelash in my eye. Like, isn't the whole point of teaching somebody something so they can like improve on it and grow and make it their own, make it into something even better? I love watching my kids excel at things and just turn it into a passion, you know? Anyway, I'll see you soon.